All right. Check. All right. Very cool, cool, cool. Not sure what happened on the last one. Um, Started going dead a little bit. Or the stream stopped working. But there we go. Yeah, but basically, it was talking about how great Detroit has been this year. Um, Resurgent year for them. No Giannis today, but Rollins has been playing well all season. Hit 3 threes this game. Gary Trent's been pretty good, but he's important for them. He's a good scorer, so when he gets rolling, uh, that's a big help. Gary Harris as well. He's a good player. Chicago Bulls started off really well. Corey Kispert, really good game. One of the better games I've seen from him in a while. Sarr's been playing pretty well. He's been one of the brighter spots for this team. CJ McCollum starting to get his flow together. He's probably averaging, 15 now? 16 now. Yeah, man, I still think he's one of the greatest players that never made an all-star team. It's kind of not the greatest, but still a great player. Cam Whitmore, super athlete, super strong dude. Tiago, what's going on, Tiago? Bob Carrington had 8, Cam Whitmore with 20. What's going on, Tiago? Who's your team? Who's Golden State Warriors fans in here? Any Golden State Warrior fans? Any Golden State Steph Curry people in here? Or who's your teams? Yeah, put in the chat who's your favorite team. For Chicago, started out really well, but now they have Kobe White. They've been starting Dosunmu a little bit. Had a good game last game. He's still finding his flow, but Vucevic 28 and 12. He's always been consistent. Bucelis has taken a step forward from last season. Josh Giddey's been playing well all year. Triple double. Stated. Like he's been underrated. I feel like he's been playing pretty well this year. Carter is he's a Chicago kid. He's a WVU guy. I'm also a WVU guy. I just didn't play ball there in college or anything like that. But can't remember if we were in school at the same time. We might have been. I'm not sure. I think Porzingis is just super underrated. Just one of the better players in the league. Hits that 3 ball. He's 7'2". Does a lot of the same things that Wembanyama does. I mean, that might be a hot take, but like the guy does do a lot of things at a high level. Jalen Johnson. I feel like when he plays well, this team goes well. They've been doing pretty decently well without Trae Young. Had a little leg injury. I don't know how they're navigating the point position. He has a really high usage rate. So taking him out kind of changes the dynamic of the team a little bit. Reese Ashe, who was Rookie of the Year last year, good athlete, good wing. Dyson Daniels, who was up there in Defensive Player of the Year. conversations. A lot of people probably thought he should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year. Jacob Toppin, super athletic, one of the best athletes in the league, super dunker, just like his brother Obi Toppin. Obadiah. They got the biblical names. Stay prayed up, y'all. Caleb Houston, was growing up, was known as a shooter. Luke Kennard is a shooter. Yo, what up, everybody? Who's your teams? Throw your teams in the chat. Throw your favorite team in the chat. Let me know. Yo, don't look now, but Orlando is they're starting to wake up right now. A lot of people thought Orlando was going to be one of those teams. Paolo's been out, but in my opinion, Franz Wagner he's one of the better players in the league. Top 25 player and all-star in my opinion. Not sure what anybody else thinks, but I think him and Paolo Banchero are about even. I think what makes the difference for him, you see that 4 for 6 from three-point land, that's going to be the key for him, right? His numbers are good. Their numbers are almost equal. But if he's getting that up to like 37%, 38%, now we're cooking with gas, because he does a lot of things well. He play makes, good athlete. His brother's a tough guy, but his brother was hurt last year. He was hurt last year too. They're both Michigan guys. I think it's important to see the development of Anthony Black. Still not sure how they're going to use Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones is a good player. He's one of those guys where I think he's number one all time in assist to turnover ratio, right? Just trying to figure out his scoring. His brother's scoring more than him right now, which is kind of surprising. But Jace Richardson, his brother in high school, super athlete, senior this year. Not sure if he's going to Michigan State, like him, like Jace did and the Pops did. But we'll see. Jonathan Isaac, respect him. He's a man of the Lord. He's got them sneakers. Might have to cop me a pair. Stay blessed up like Jonathan Isaac, man. The Silva, I think, he's got potential. He's got ability. He's got some skills. Yo, don't look now, but the Clippers might be coming. James Harden went dummy. He went dummy. Like, I really never seen a James Harden team that doesn't make the playoffs. So no matter who's on this team or who's not on this team, I feel like they got to figure out a way to unlock John Collins. John Collins has been a scorer his whole career, and he comes here. I think he's just trying to figure out this role, and they definitely need Kawhi Leonard. They need a piece or two. If they had Norman Powell like they did last year, I think they would be doing better. But I think part of the problem is, keeping teams together is one thing, but like being able to pay like these super teams are done in the NBA for a while, because if y'all notice that apron, the CBA, the apron levels, they're not really able. They're kind of strict now, so it's a lot of the big time players that are going to get paid, but a lot of the the less profile players, I guess, if you want to call them that, are not going to get paid at that level anymore. Colin Sexton with a good game. Not sure exactly where they're playing him, but Con Knipple, the guy's a winner. I think he brings a different environment, different mindset to this team. Brandon Miller's back. Miles Bridges has been consistent. Team is not bad. And Kalkbrenner, my bad. Good defender. Doesn't have any blocks in this game, though. Sion James, another Duke guy. Liam McNeely, another Montverde guy. A lot of these guys have these Cade Cunningham connections. Liam McNeely went to UConn, but went to Montverde. All right, this is the game that's on right now. Darn. They played last night, did the Denver Nuggets, so kind of surprised that they still got that much gas in the tank. Probably said that with a New Jersey accent, though. I don't know. Gas. Gas in the tank. Aldama. Man, this team was a little different last year. I feel like the way they were constructed was a little different. Aldama, man, respect to him. Came out of Loyola, Maryland. Figured out how to become an NBA player. Man, skilled guy. 7 feet tall. I don't even know if I realized he was quite that tall. Coward. I feel like he's known as more of a shooter, so I feel like he's been pretty good this year too, actually, though. Yeah, 14 points. 41% from 3. Yeah, man, this class has been pretty good overall. Cade Cunningham starting to, not Cade, getting tired. What's my man? Number 1 pick. Starting to find his flow. They're taking him off of the point guard position, so it's been better for him. Zach Edey with 15 rebounds. See how many? Yeah. They didn't shoot the ball well overall. Caldwell Pope hit 2 threes, and Cam Spencer hit 3 threes. Daniel Gafford with 5, PJ Washington with 15. He's been kind of holding them down. Cooper Flagg, yeah. Cooper Flagg, number 1 pick. Has had his ups and downs, but he'll be fine. You know, the NBA will make sure he does well. I think he plays hard. Had a good game yesterday. He's had some good games as of recent. If you want to look at it, he's 16, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Against New Orleans, tied his career high, I believe. 29, 7, and 5. That was yesterday, yeah. So back to back, it was a little rough on him, but if you look, his games have been pretty decent. And now they're taking him off the point guard. I think it takes some pressure off him. You know, as he said, he doesn't feel like he was ready to play the point. Williams, solid player. He could run the team a little bit more right now. Klay Thompson, I feel like he needs more of a. I think if Kyrie comes back, that could help unlock him a little bit more as well. Stay prayed up, y'all. Caleb Martin. Good defender. Dwight Powell, a Stanford guy. Williams went to Zona. Yeah, for a little bit. Max Christie, good defender as well. Just need a little more punch on this team, though. Need a little more punch on that team. Zach LaVine with the dunk. Sacramento's coming back though. Jokic with the dunk. He's been dunking. He had that dunk the other day on was it dunk on? I think it was against the Bulls or something. Derek Queen caught him though. Derek Queen, he's Derek Queen's favorite player. I feel like Derek Queen has been one of the better rookies. Jeremiah Fears as well as he's fearless, so the name is kind of fitting, there. But yeah, I mean, Zach LaVine with another free throw. Jamal Murray coming back in. Jamal Murray having a good year. Wonder if he'll make the All-Star team this year. I think he's right in line. Aaron Gordon, had a little bit of injuries. Zach LaVine makes the second free throw. So Sacramento's kind of in this one. This is a decent chance for them to pick up a win, considering the fact that Denver had played last night. Bruce Brown with the turnover, Cameron Johnson with the shooting foul. Not sure if it was Zach LaVine again, but somebody made the free throw. Cameron Johnson, I feel like he has similar ability to MPJ, but Drew Eubanks, but hasn't had the same kind of impact. Maybe it's a role differential. We're still trying to get acclimated, but he was averaging like 20 in Brooklyn. Obviously a different team, different roster construction, and different, Brooklyn's not really playing. They're rebuilding, if you want to call it that. Jokic with the shot, Murray with the assist. Yeah, I mean, Sacramento's not doing really poorly. I'll touch on Golden State, and I'll get back to Sacramento here. So Kuminga, still not exactly sure what's going to go down, what's going on with Kuminga. Signed for 1 year. I mean, if more than likely, he probably won't be on the roster in the future. Golden State, like what I can say, as we're looking at this here, Pat Spencer, shout out to him, probably my favorite player in the NBA, but one of my favorite players, lacrosse legend. But yeah, it's like this team, I think, is in a decent position, right? Decent, because as you could see, Will Richard has started some games, has played pretty well for a young guy. Um, Moses Moody as well has played some pretty good games. Um, the thing with the thing is like, who are they going to develop, right? Like, who's going to really take shape as a future player? Like, I thought they were going to maybe try to mold Moses Moody into a Klay Thompson, or Jordan Poole type player, but it's been a challenge to try to like really unlock his game, really try to find a way to fit his game into what they're doing. But he's playing better this season. This is definitely the best season he's had. Kuminga still trying to figure out what he's gonna do, I guess, going forward or right now. But the best thing for them would be, if they're going to get rid of him, if they're not going to keep him, is to try and try and give him as many opportunities to play well, so he can put in, get to another situation, right? Um, Jimmy Butler's been playing well. The times where he gets annoyed. Buddy Hield, I'm not too sure what's going on with his role here, but he's only playing 17 minutes a game, right? I think he's too good a player, too good a 3-point shooter to be left on the bench. And there's always a question as far as the bigs, right? Are they rolling Quentin Post? Are they going to what's going on here? But the abilities, people have been talking about Giannis for the longest time. I think Giannis, honestly, maybe a little bit easier to get than uh Lauri Markkanen. Um, Giannis might fit. Lowry's got more of the shooting, but defensively, there's versatility that you could do, that you can utilize with having like a Giannis, though. But obviously, if you get left in this Kings Nuggets game in the first half here. Hold on. Let me pause this stream for a second. Let me switch. So it's a little laggy. Hold on. All right. Back. Yoda, what's going on, man? Uh, can let me see if the sound is okay. Check, check. Can you hear me? Sound is okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The Kings struggling. This is a decent. I feel like this is a decent opportunity for them to get the dub though, because Denver played last night. Um, what do you think is wrong? What do you think is wrong with this team? You think they're just trying to get a draft pick, or um? So we got Zach LaVine. They're gonna blow it up. Yeah, I mean, on Teague's podcast, they were saying like Zach LaVine has had like the best worst career. You know, he's played. They're too small. Yeah, that's an interesting point. I didn't even think of that. Yeah, they really don't have like Eubanks is what 6'10", but is he even like a banger like that though? Yo, that's an interesting point. Good point. Um, or not? He's still young though. This is like a tough guy. He's um Zach LaVine playing well today. 13 points, averaging 21, 3, 2. I mean, pretty much, in line with what. Oh, yeah, Sabonis out. Yeah. Okay, that's true. No Sabonis today. So Westbrook's starting. I feel like Westbrook's been pretty good, though. 39% from three. That's crazy. That's true. That's a good point. Um, that's a good point. Sabonis out. Malik Monk, Schroeder. They got a lot of guards. Malik Monk is shooting the lights out, though. A lot of guards. Yeah, you're right. I mean, McDermott's what, 6'10", or 6'9", or something like that, but he's not a big 6'7". Sar's got to be what, 6? Okay, he's 6'10". Yeah, but they need more of like a banger though. Stay prayed up, yo. Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's probably averaging like 18. So yeah, 17 9. Yeah. It's a little less than what DeRozan normally is doing. I don't think they're can. Yeah. Lowest. Oh. I, yeah. Some of these guys took. Is there you would
Is the sound back? Is it better? J Pop, what up, man? Can y'all hear me? Oh, my bad. My bad, everybody. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. I don't know if maybe going to Golden State or the Spurs. Trying to think of another team that might be pretty good for DeMar. Team that needs to just scratching. It's still scratchy. Yeah, back to Toronto. Honestly, Toronto's kind of rolling. Toronto's kind of rolling. Like it's better. Yeah, Toronto's like, look at them, 11-5. You got Ingram averaging 21. You got Barrett with 19, Barnes with 19. I think one of those three, if not two of those three, will probably make an all-star team. I think a lot of that has to be credit to Masai Ujiri, though. I think he's the best GM, but they got rid of him, which I don't know why. Yeah, James Harden went crazy. Honestly, I don't think. I think he'll somehow bring the Clippers back. I think what I was saying earlier is because of that apron and all the. Yeah, Josh Giddey with the Ingram is nice. Yeah, yeah, Ingram is good. Ingram is good. Um, yeah, the Thunder have their pick, right? Yeah, the Thunder owns their first round pick. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, what was it, Sam Presti? Yeah, Washington. That's got to be rough. That's got to be rough for CJ McCollum, though. Yeah, Pistons are going crazy. Pistons are going crazy. Washington's on pace for 5-77. That's insane. New Orleans 2-15, Sac 3-13, Dallas 5-13, Lake Clippers 5-11, Utah 5-10. John Morant's barely played, and the Memphis Grizzlies are still halfway decent. Indy 2-14. Yeah, it's crazy. They were so bad. Detroit was so bad at that point, and now Detroit is like figured it out. They couldn't shoot a lick. Couldn't shoot at all. But like when they got Tobias Harris and then even Tim Hardaway Jr. last year, and then they brought in Duncan Robinson. Right. Tobias Harris, Duncan Robinson. I feel like honestly, even Lanier, he's supposed to be a good shooter too. Still young though. $27 in a row. That's insane. That's insane. The team loses 27 in a row. I wonder who has the record. Was it like Philadelphia? I remember when Philadelphia was really bad at one point when they had like Michael Carter Williams and Nerlens Noel and those kind of guys. I think this is probably like 2013, something around there. That team was struggling. I don't know if they're the team with the record though. Tied it at 28. 28 losses in a row. That's insane. But I imagine it was them. Or that's the only team I could think of. But I honestly think Jalen Duren is playing. The record was set by the Sixers. Sixers shared by the Sixers. Wait, the record is shared by the 2014-2015 Sixers. So those three teams have the record, I guess. That was that whole trust the process era. Yeah, they were struggling. They were stacking up draft picks though, and they got Joel Embiid out of that whole thing. Still a little scratchy though. Where? Hold on. Sound is a little struggling today. Let's see if I can fix it. Oh, really? Those games were free. Wait, so now you have to pay on FanDuel to stream them? Now you have to. Wait, so now you have to pay on fan. Yeah, I feel like that's been the problem. That's been a struggle that the NBA's been having is that the payment issue, but it doesn't seem to be affecting like the NFL though. But yeah, the hold on. Yeah, this sound issue has been a bit tricky today. Um all right, so this game's back on. Looks like Denver's pulling away a little bit though. Okay, so one Conca Jeremiah Fears, VJ Edgecombe. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. For MVP, stay prayed up, y'all. I like Derek. I like what Derek Queen's doing as a rookie. I don't think he's rookie of the year, but I definitely like what he's been doing. Um, when Dylan Harper was playing, I definitely like what he was doing. I think underrated is Cedric Coward. I think Cedric Coward's been hooping. As far as MVP, man, Jokic definitely got to be in that conversation. I think if I had to pick today, if I had to, I think Cade Cunningham has to be in that conversation. If I had to pick today, though, I think SGA definitely has to be in that conversation. Yeah, I mean, I think both of those dudes. Yeah, I think Conca Nipple is really I think he's really playing well. I think you'll start to see Derek Queen start to surge though. I think you'll start to see Derek Queen start to surge, and I do think you'll see Cooper Flag start to surge. Now that they got him out of playing that point guard position. Yeah, Giannis is playing really well. Fears, yeah, Fears, man, that dude just he's fearless, man. I feel like he came to the NBA with a mission. Like that dude was trying to prove a point from day one. I feel like just what he was doing in college last year, he was trying to prove a point, and he's continued it in the NBA. Um, I thought they would unleash Trey Johnson, but I imagine toward the end of the year they're gonna let him play a little bit more because that team's not playing for anything. So why not just let him develop? I don't get that. But yeah, but Giannis, yeah, Giannis is he's just a dominant player. Um, Cade Cunningham, yeah, he's playing at a really high level. I put him in the top 3, 4 in the MVP race right now with the way Detroit is playing, and then they just got Jaden Ivey back, which could kind of even propel them in a higher level. Remember when Cade was in the Pablo conversation? How long am I gonna be live? Um, maybe till 12. Maybe till 12. Honestly, I'll be live until J Pop is like, yo, man, I gotta go to sleep. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, I try to go live as much as I can. Usually it ends up being toward the later part of the week. So if you want to come back, you could always come back. Nah, but definitely good having you though. Jokic leads the decade in total points, rebounds, assists, and steals. That is insane. The steals part might be the most insane part. Yeah, I mean, but he's probably been the best player of the decade. Like, you know what I mean? Like when. Okay, yeah, yeah. You want to just watch the game? Are you okay? Yeah, yeah. Feel free to come back. Yeah, if we're live, and then if not, just feel free to check next time if you see us on here. But yeah, no, appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I feel like I agree with that. I think he's been the best player. I think it's been between him and Giannis, but like yeah, he's been the best player in the game. You know. Oh, before I leave, I'm just using the regular YouTube. Yeah, I'm just streaming off of regular YouTube. Um, yeah, I might use like Streamlabs or one of those things going forward in the future. But yeah, right now I'm just using the regular YouTube. All right, take care. Take care, buddy. Thunder are on pace for 77-5. Yeah. Well, listen, if they go 77-5, then I think that MVP question is answered there. Right? Um Listen, they go 77-5, then we have to then that changes the MVP, that changes who's the best player of the decade. Then I feel like then you have to put him right there with Jokic for the best player in the decade. You know what I mean? Like they go 77-5, win a title, and he wins MVP, then I think you got to put him in like that's so crazy that you would have to put him. Like, it's kinda like what Otani is doing with baseball. Like you would have to put him in the. I mean, maybe not quite what Otani's doing in baseball, but like you would have to put him in the. I think that'll make him a top 15 all-time player. Like that crazy. 77-5 is just insane. Like I don't know if that's possible. Maybe it is possible, but I'm just like if that goes down, that's disgusting. Yeah, I mean, no, I agree with that, but I mean, it's a fair conversation, but I just feel like winning is what matters the most. And if you're the guy leading a winning team, I mean, if you can go like I don't even know if that's possible, first of all. But if that is possible, then yeah, I have to put him right there with Jokic for the best player of the day. Like because that doesn't even seem real to me. Because to be honest, I don't even think that Thunder team is that good. Yo, Sacramento is coming back. Don't look now. I honestly never thought this team was that good. I never thought Sacramento was that good. And a lot of people always argue that that old Thunder team with James Harden, Westbrook, Durant, or Ibaka was way better. I think the problem with that team is it kind of couldn't. I don't know. They didn't keep them together. I don't know. They didn't want to pay, but they kind of it looked like they learned their lesson because they paid everybody some. They paid everybody out last year. But I never thought that team was that good. I never thought that this team was that good. Chet Holmgren is like a good player, and again, like I think he'll get the accolades this season. Oh yeah, I think Jokic is definitely in the MVP conversation. Like I just don't even understand how Jokic is doing the things that he's doing at this point. Like I honestly don't. If somebody would have told, like I remember my cousin telling me in like this is probably 2017 or something. He's like, "Yo, this dude Jokic is gonna be good." He was saying Jokic and Nurkic, and I was like, "Jokic is gonna be that good?" I never even saw it. Like I never like thought that he would be this kind of player in my life. Like there's a few guys. Like I never thought Giannis would be this type of player. There's a bunch of these guys I never thought they would be this kind of player. So yeah, for Jokic to turn into the whatever he's become is just not. It's not. I don't even understand it. And like like I was saying before, like people always talk about athleticism and guys get drafted so high based off this athleticism, this and that. But like he's not athletic at all. And look at what he's done. Like all he had to do was improve his defense slightly because it was really not there earlier in his career when he was less in shape or less conditioned, maybe I should say. But now he got in better condition. His defense is a little bit better. It's like a decent team defender. It's okay. And his playmaking is just superhuman. Yeah, they have the 3,000. What is that? 300,000 picks. Yeah, man. Sam Presti went crazy. Sam Presti went crazy. DeRozan's hooping. DeRozan is hooping. Yeah, no, I don't doubt it, man. Yeah, they set themselves up. They set themselves up. Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see how this Jokic dude was gonna turn into like this unbelievable player. But I just feel like it's gotten so weird that he averages triple doubles and nobody cares. I mean, it was good when like kind of the same thing when Russell Westbrook was doing it. It's just Jokic is just I just feel like his level of efficiency is just so high. Because it's not only the triple double, it's like the shooting splits are crazy too. Like it's a little, I don't know, it doesn't feel real. This guy's averaging almost 38K. Yeah, 63% from the field, 41% from three, 85%. Yeah, I mean, what, three turnovers? Yeah. I mean, but I'll take those three turnovers. 100%. 100%. Because triple double used to be like so rare. Then he was doing it every game, and it was like, oh, this is normalized now. It I don't I don't know. It probably doesn't feel. Yeah, five triple doubles. Yeah, like yeah, that's such a crazy. It's such a crazy right? Right? It's so wild. Like I remember like back in the day when like guys like Grant Hill and Jason Kidd would have triple doubles and I was like, "Oh man." You know what I mean? Those guys probably had like I don't know how many though, but like Jason Kidd probably has like 100 triple doubles for his career or 100 something. But like those guys are just doing it every night, so it's like now these guys are just doing it every night. Um yeah, it's weird. It's weird, man. I also think guys have gotten more skilled. Um but I also think like big men are more the big men that were playing with Russell Westbrook were accommodating to it. Cause like generally like a big man is gonna like cause that's how they get paid. So they're gonna snatch everything. Right? Yeah, like Jokic is just it's a testament to like hard work. Cause like a lot of these people, like a lot of the best players in the game aren't like these super freak like even a guy like Steph Curry, like he's still like a fairly normalized. Stay prayed up, yo. He's still a fairly normalized human being. Like he's not 6'10". He's not the most athletic, and a lot of these guys that are killing. So all these kids growing up, man, there's always a shot. That's another guy. Like I remember him growing up. If I didn't even know he would make the NBA. I remember watching him, and I'm like, I mean, he's really good, but I'd never seen any player like that. Cause like I thought he would come in and be like a guy who comes off screens. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think I'm happy that Joel Embiid did eventually get an MVP, but yeah, I agree. I feel like he could have gotten the MVP. Um, I feel like he's right up there with Jokic. He was right up there. It's just those injuries, man. Yeah, maybe maybe in 2022. Was it? Did Jokic get it in 22? Yeah, Jokic got it in 22. Yeah, maybe because it was kind of close in that year too. They felt like they might had to, because Embiid was like he was right there for a few seasons. So maybe they felt like, you know what, Embiid's been there. And I feel like honestly though, part of the problem with Jokic is like he could win it every year. You know what I mean? And it turns into one of those situations where 21 Jokic, 22 Jokic, 23 Embiid, 20 with the finals run, with that NBA finals run. That's an interesting point. I don't know. I never even thought of that. Who finished in second in 24? Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, I hear you on the regular season award, but um, yeah, I mean that finals run is kind of that's kind of like the reason why I would think so. Like, I mean, he was scoring at a crazy pace, but like I feel like that team, to be honest, Shea finished in second. I feel like that team, yeah, I mean, it's a fair argument. I feel like that team in 2024, they kind of woke up in the second half. You know what I mean? Tricky thing with MVPs, because sometimes they base it on the team, sometimes they base it on how good the player is doing. It's not it doesn't seem to be an exact science, but yeah, that team woke up in the second half once they got Gafford and yeah. But what was Jokic averaging? I feel like Jokic was averaging really good numbers too. What place did the Nuggets finish in second? What place was that, second place? Denver was second, yeah. And then what was Dallas, like fourth? Dallas was fifth. Yeah, see, that's what I think it was. finishing the fifth, I feel like that's what hurt him. I mean, it's. I mean, those numbers are crazy numbers. It's just I feel like we're living in an era where it's tough to base it off numbers because these numbers are so inflated. I don't know if it's the lack of defense or what it is, but like these numbers are they're so inflated. Like teams get 140. Yeah, I mean it's yeah, I mean I'm not I, I think it's a fair point. It's just like look at how many people score 70 nowadays. You know what I mean? Devin Booker scored 70. Embiid scored 70. Uh Dame Lillard, I think, scored 70. Uh Donovan Mitchell scored 70. Like, think of how many players score 70 nowadays. Like, it's not like even almost scoring 70 is not even that crazy anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of this stuff has seems to gotten watered down. Cause like the stats, it's hard to oh my gosh. I'm telling you, Sacramento could win this game. It's possible. A lot of people think so, man. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. Like Maxi kind of jumped him. That's what one of my buddies always says. He likes Maxi's game a little bit better. To be honest, again, like when it comes to numbers, those are always tricky for me because it depends on the roster that you're on. You know what I'm saying? Like even that roster you're talking about with Dallas, they had really no like the scoring was really like two guys, and then Jokic plays on a team where he's like facilitating a lot. And like look at Maxi in Philadelphia. Like he's really the option. Embiid plays every once in a while. VJ Edscombe is still trying to figure out his game. Um, his honest second best option scoring wise is really the guy with the fro. Um, what's his name? The guy who played at Kansas. What the heck is his name? Oubre, exactly, Oubre. Oubre is like his second best option because that guy he plays. Yeah, Oubre. I mean, Oubre is the one guy who like shows up every night, and he's not like necessarily a scorer. Like I would say he's more just like a wing utility player, which is not bad. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but it's just like he's dependable. Tyrese VJ Edgecombe still gotta he's scoring, but like his percentages aren't the best. Um, and who else is really scoring for that team? It's just like, you know, it's hit or miss. But then you got the Knicks where it's like so balanced. The Knicks are super, super balanced where they're not really relying on one player to really dominate. That's a great question. I just feel like in the playoffs, Giannis's lack of shooting is always a challenge. You know what I mean? It's a little bit tricky with that lack of shooting. And he hasn't been healthy in the playoffs either for a while. So if I just had to pick one, man, that's a good question. That is a great question. But Jalen Brunson's numbers are still high though. But look how many guys are in double figures. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Almost eight guys in double figures. And yeah, man, this is just a balanced roster. Let's see Philadelphia. I don't even know how Philadelphia's roster is winning games, though. To be honest with you, I give those guys credit because I don't think that roster is necessarily built to do a lot. Right. I mean, this is kind of misleading because Embiid only played 6 games and Paul George has only played 2 games. So if you really look at it, it's Maxi and then one, two, three. Quentin Grimes is playing really well. Um, I wasn't even thinking about him. And VJ Edgecombe is playing pretty good. Yo, the Shadow Hoops. What up? Shadow Hoops? Yeah, I think I think in the playoffs he's so difficult to guard. Najee Marshall's yeah, I don't think he's getting his just due. I don't think he's getting his just due at all. Shadow, man, how you doing, man? Najee Marshall is he's been doing a lot to keep these guys um to keep these guys afloat. Um he's been doing a lot. I think another guy. You feel like this season's kind of crazy so far? Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff, right? Not like a normal year so far. Yeah, I know. Like he kind of paved the way for yeah. He like honestly like he created that style. I agree. The step back threes and all that. Yeah. I think James Harden will get him to the playoffs. Yeah, I think it'll be really tough. Who will be MVP? I feel like Trey Murphy is underrated as well. Um, who will be MVP? Yeah, we were saying that. We were saying yeah, I think it's in that conversation. I think it's in the stay prayed up, yo. I think it's in the conversation. Cause like if you can master that, like there's no defense for it. Especially when you're like that when you're a little bit taller. Okay. Nah, but good catching you though, man. Take care. If you if if we don't catch you, take care. Good having you. Um, what happened to Clay? Yeah, I think Clay needs like another point guard. You know what I mean? I'm sure his legs are not super healthy with those injuries and this and that, but I think he needs another point guard. You know what I mean? Like I think if Kyrie was there, not to say that, hey, look, don't look now. Don't look now. Sacramento's coming back. I'm saying it's tough to win in these back to backs in the NBA, man. Any team like if you could just win your back to back games in the NBA, like you have a decent chance. Not saying they will win, but yeah, I think he needs another guy who could kind of like, because like that team has no point guard. Like, I don't want to say they have no point guard. Yeah, Jokic hit that three, right? Malik Monk with a defensive rebound. Keegan Murray with a three. Keegan Murray's a nice little shooter. Yeah, man. I think when and now that they took Cooper off, oh, Jokic makes the shot. Man, Jokic gotta have like 30. Um, Levine 13, Keegan Murray 19, Westbrook 12 points, 11 assists, Malik Monk 9, Jokic has 29, Jamal Murray 21. I think Jamal Murray is playing himself into an all-star berth, I think. He's having an off night. Yeah, I'm surprised that he's dating her though. Malik Monk with the three. Yeah, I am surprised that he's dating her. Um, and if he does anything less than a 35-point triple double is a trash game. Terrible game. Yeah, this is Bruce Brown with the shooting foul. Okay. I'm not sure who he fouled, but yeah, it seems to be swinging in Sacramento's favor. Doesn't look like they're playing like unbelievably well. Like, let me look at the team stats. But they hung in there. They weathered different runs. You know what I mean? 9 of 26 from three. That's okay. They're shooting 35% from three. That's okay. I mean, they're shooting 53% from the field, but which is good. But Denver's shooting 48. They're hitting their free throws. Both teams are nothing too crazy there. Rebounds, nothing too crazy there. 31 assists, 8 steals, 3 blocks. They're taking care of the ball though. They are taking care of the ball, which I gotta respect that. Because they're not really like built with a traditional kind of point guard, so seems like they're doing a good job of handling the ball. And they don't even have Sabonis. Kings, they still suck. Hey, they might get this one though, man. They might get this one. Yeah, Clay might be coming back. Clay might be getting back in form. Honestly, I do think like I honestly think Tyus Jones is struggling in Orlando. Maybe throw Tyus Jones on Dallas. I think like a point guard like him, but I think he kind of got paid though. But like I feel like having him on a team like Dallas take the pressure off of Cooper and you know, I mean Brandon Williams. I guess you let him do what he's doing. let him. I mean, hey, respect to him, respect to what he's doing. But yeah, take the pressure off Cooper and just let. I feel like that might be a better situation for him, and it'll be better for Clay. Oh, Jamal Murray with the big three. Malik Monk made the free throw. Wait, was Jamal Murray fouled on the three? Oh, that was the best. That was still Miami, right? Or that was first year in Cleveland. That might have been first year in Cleveland. You think 2015? Was that the first year in Cleveland? The comeback year to Cleveland? Because it was 2010 to 14 was Miami, right? Man, these years throw me off. I did a video on like the fathers and sons. Yeah, first year back. Yeah, man, a lot of these years, man. These years just yeah, these years they jumble for me. I gotta really think. But 2010 10 to 14 was Miami, right? Okay, so I was doing a video on like NBA fathers and sons. It might be up right now. I'm not even. No, it's not. It's not up. But I have to throw it up probably after this. Oh, it's your birthday? Get out of here, man. Happy birthday, man. Oh man. In 2010. Wait. In 2010 you were 2 years old. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Oh man. Are you are y'all doing anything for your birthday, or you're trying to keep it low key? Oh man. Man, I wish I was 20, man. I'm gonna be 40 in a few years. I wish I was 20. Nah, man, you're still good. What, you're a junior in high school? Hey, man. Hey, that ain't bad, man. That ain't bad, man. Get some shots up. Yeah, that's a good day, man. Spend some time with the family. Get some food in. Some Raising Canes. Yeah, I've been to Sky Zone before. It was a few years ago now. But yeah, Sky Zone is fun though. Sky Zone is fun though. What, yo? Do you think they're coming back? Nah, they might. They might take it. They might take it. You've seen this before? Oh gosh, you seen how this movie plays out? Um, what do you know? What restaurant you're probably gonna go to? Like a Raising Cane's or something? Yeah, they're trying to claw back. Wait, who's? Yeah, they've seen these kind of things before, right? Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want every you rather win as many games as possible. I guess, but you know, I also don't think you want to kill yourself in November on a back to back. You know, but I respected that they're not taking the day off and just cruising. Because they could have easily just folded and been like, "Yeah, forget it." But I feel like that's not a okay. Yeah, yeah, I never heard of it, but that's probably why. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty good though. Closest games 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes. It's a bit of a drive unless it's like your favorite spot. Jamal Murray with the miss. King with the team. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I'm sure there was a player who got a rebound. Let me see the play by play. I have no idea what that means. Russell Westbrook with the tray ball, though. I don't know. Yeah, but my problem. No, that makes sense. My only thing is like, who got the rebound though? You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't have been a player that got the rebound? That's just weird to me. But nah, I hear you though. They got the team rebound. Nah, I hear you. That makes sense. Say prayed up. Full play by play. Let me see. They'll update it later. Jokic with the tray ball. Westbrook with there we go. Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's always a little tricky in these fourth quarter situations, though. And this team doesn't really. I would just put in DeRozan's hands. I feel like DeRozan, he's always been clutch. Yeah, DeRozan with the of course with the mid range. Yeah, yeah. He's the mid range king. King of the mid range. 36, 13, and 7. Slight game. Kings with the rebound. Yeah. Just put it in DeRozan's hands and let him make like a quality play. I feel like, I mean, Russell Westbrook has hit a lot of big shots in his life. I mean, DeRozan's hit a lot of big shots in his life. Oh, crap. Jokic with the shot. Um, Shea with the, yeah. Yeah, his mid range is pretty much unstoppable at this point. Oh, who scored it? I don't know who scored it. Russell Westbrook. That's what I'm saying. Russell Westbrook has made, but Russell Westbrook, he's either gonna win it for you or he's gonna, you know, Russ is Russ. Russ is Russ. He's an interesting. Sacramento ain't out of it though, man. You know they're not out of it. Um, it's always tricky in these years where the draft is supposed to be good though. He said nice. You think he was? You think he was overdoing it with those push-offs? Westbrook, yeah. Like I like the way Westbrook's been playing. Like honestly, I think if they let him go off, like they did in Washington that one year, like I feel like he could still do that. I feel like he could still get you 20 every night. I don't know if the team will be winning, but that guy is a nut, man. He's just like he's built for this life. And and just a few months ago, he wasn't even on the roster. Yeah, I mean, analytically, okay, Jokic. Okay, Jokic. Yeah, he's got a little Jordan esque. Like he takes tough shots, he makes them. He's just so consistent with it. I can see what you're saying. Uh oh, there's a little there's a little bit nerve wracking right here. Um, because if it wasn't 29 seconds on the clock, it would be a little bit better. You just run it out. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, that's what I've always felt. Like he's just a swaggy dude. Like, and I'm not even like I'm like Canadians usually don't have that kind of like style to them, but I feel like they're getting a little their flow is just changing a little bit. I feel like I've always said that. Like I used to say that to my cousin. I was like, "Yo, there's nobody really like Shay, man." Man, I don't even. I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, I feel like if you had like Steph Curry on your team. Oh, yeah, they're evolving. Exactly, they're evolving. They definitely are. Oh, like that's what I'm saying. They've had a lot of dudes that have made big shots on this team. DeMar DeRozan has made maybe the most go-ahead buckets in the league in the past what, like 5 to 7 years. He really he kind of is though. Like he kind of is. Like I was at a AAU, nah, I was at a high school tournament in Philadelphia last year, and you could just see how these Canadians are just different. Just the way they move is different. You know what I mean? And like you could you Shay's probably been part of that. Just the way he bops around. It's just a different style. Like these kids are just different than they used to be. You know, like I feel like they found their own style without trying to like copy Americans. But yeah, he is like the final guy, man. Like just the way he dresses and everything. Yeah, man, they're getting better, man. They're getting better. They got this one African kid going to Houston. I think he's got a lot of potential. Like those Canadian players, they're getting better, man. I think Shea's the greatest Canadian of all time, though. I think that one's over. Like him and Nash. Nash is up there too, but I think Shea's got because he got that title, so I think he's the greatest Canadian of all time. It's just that Canadian national team didn't they didn't perform as well as they could have. The DeRozan son, yeah, DeRozan has a lot to do with that. I think DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, um, Vince Carter, Steve Nash, Chris Bosh. I feel like that whole. Oh yeah, Jamal Murray. Yeah, I like the A. A. Yeah, Jamal Murray. I think Jamal Murray's playing himself into an All-Star season. Like I think he's got to make it this year if they keep up the pace. Jamal Murray's up there. I like what Benedict Matherin's doing. I like Nemhart. Um, Dylan Brooks. I think Dylan Brooks is playing at an all-star level. Like a lot of like these Canadians are balling. RJ Barrett's right there for an all-star. Like I'm telling you, these Canadian kids are it's a new day. I don't know why they did I think because Jamal Murray didn't play well in the Olympics. I think he was hurt though. Oh, Jokic makes one of three. See Russell Westbrook with a crazy foul there. What in the world? Dang, he made all three. They could legitimately still lose this game. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Who is the Denver's coach? I mean not Denver. Sacramento. This man has 44. Oh my gosh. What's the world coming to? ESPN has Sacramento winning it. Oh my goodness. I mean, I just say put in DeMar's hands again. DeMar drive right, draw the D, kick it out to Doug Christie. Hey, shout out to Doug Christie. It is Doug Christie. Yeah, yeah, you're right, Doug Christie. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right, Doug Christie. Yeah. Um. Well, he's like a sack legend. Yeah, you are. Yeah, but Doug Christie's not actually trying to lose though, to be honest with you. And I don't know if the franchise is trying to win. That's the crazy part. I don't know. I don't. I feel like there might be a clash of like vision. The franchise might want to get a draft pick, and he wants to like prove that he's a real coach. Shout out to Doug Christie. I like that Dennis Schroeder in for Drew Eubanks. I like that. Um, I still want the ball in DeRozan's hands though. Ooh, who hit the free throw? Yeah, no team has any timeouts anymore, I guess. This might be cooked. Looks like an offense for defensive substitution. Who's this? Precious for Zach Levine. Yeah, that's game. Oh crap. Yo, they fought hard though. Shout out to Sack. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. uh, yeah, that was pretty good. Man, I know. Russell Westbrook had a good game though. Freak. Yeah, Jokic. I think Nick Clifford is gonna be a decent player. Um, there you go. There you go. Yoda, they got the win for you. Uh, Jokic 44, 13, 7 assists. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, he only took 9 shots. Yeah, I feel like DeRozan's your third favorite player. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like this is the type of game that you got to win. These are always opportunities. Let me see who they got coming up next. Maybe they'll play Luca, Kyrie, and Westbrook. Yeah, I'm sure you like that Dallas team, man. Shoot. Um, if they could play Washington and they got Minnesota and then Phoenix. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I would remember. Yeah, I would imagine that was like a team that you liked. I mean, your two favorite dudes, uh, on the same roster. Yeah, they just went off that second half of the season and that playoff run. I feel like that was Kyrie just really like figured out what he was gonna do. Yeah. Um, Luca went crazy, but I feel like a lot of what Kyrie was doing defensively, um, that was probably the best. Stay prayed up, yo. I think some of the best defense Kyrie's ever played in his life. Yeah, I mean, even if they lose the next two, they could get the Utah game and they could get the Memphis game. Yeah, I mean Boston wasn't playing with those guys. Um, oh, let me see. How many games did they lose in a row? They lost. Sheesh. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Is that eight? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, eight in a row. Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, I mean, maybe if they could get Sabonis, yeah, in a row, that's rough. That's why their record is that trash. Like if you lose like four, win two, lose four, win two, that's one thing. But lose eight in a row, that's pretty bad. That kind of shoot your season. Yeah, Sabonis has been missing a few games. Maybe they get him back. Yeah, Kyrie. Um, Let me look at the NBA Finals. So 19 points, 3 rebounds, what was it, 5 assists. But I would like to know what his shooting numbers were. That's kind of would tell me a little bit more. I like these. The Shea one, I don't know. That Shea is okay, but yeah, I would like to see his shooting numbers though. But it's not even the stats for me. It was just like Drew Holiday was really on him. Yeah, yeah, those drawings are a little bit interesting. Those drawings were a little bit interesting. Shea was probably the worst though. Uh, oh crap. Hey, my bad, everybody. My bad, everybody. The phone died there, but yeah, appreciate everybody for coming on. I'll try to come back on. Um, Try to come back on another day as well. Yeah. Oh yeah. Happy birthday. Thanks to J Pops. Thanks to Shadow Hoops. Thanks to Yoda. God bless everybody.